king f8. Now, why is he doing like this? He is saying if I move anything ahead, like these other pawns, G or H pawn, then they are getting weaker. Okay, so he doesn't want to move them. He said if they are over here, this rook can at least give support. If I move this ahead, any of the pawn, I am creating some weaknesses. Like I'll give you the example. So instead of this, suppose he plays this, then this square is now weaker. Okay, he doesn't want to make that weak. If he plays this, then this square is weak, this square is weak, and there this king can come afterwards, and then you can have more issues, more problems. So that's the problem, and that's why what is he doing? He's not moving any of these. He just without making any big weakness, he's saying, okay, I know it's difficult for me, but I'm not creating more weaknesses. Okay, and I will just wait for your mistake. So you make a mistake, or if you want to win, you have to do something special. I don't have to do anything special. I'll just wait and watch. I'll wait for your pawn to come ahead and I'll stop that. Okay, he just has to stop this pawn, which is extra. This is the one which is extra. So once he will take care of this pawn, the other pawns are okay. They are not going anywhere. Okay, they are controlled by the other pawns. But this one is important. He needs to take care of this one. Black has to take care of this pawn. Once that is okay, then there is no problem. So let's see. After g4, king f8. So he's just playing a waiting game. He's saying, okay, you come forward, I'm waiting for you. Now white has accepted that challenge. White said, yes, I will get the pieces at the right position. And at the end, I will make at least one queen out of these four pawns. One is the pass pawn. I will do something so that I can create that pass pawn into a queen. But let's see how to do it. King e7 and then h5. See, he's continuously improving the position. And whenever this is the position, what to do? This is the weakness. So he said, yes, I will move here and I'll control that. I'll not allow this. So he played h6. Now, what is the idea? The idea is now if white plays this, he is going to exchange. Okay, the more you exchange the pawns, there are more chances that you can make a draw. So if you want to make a draw, if you have less points, what to do? You exchange the pawns and you don't exchange the pieces. You have to do opposite. If you are having more, you have to exchange the pieces. And if you are having less, you have to do opposite of that. That is, you don't exchange the pieces. You avoid doing that and you exchange the pawns. Because if there are less pawns, at the end, suppose you have only one extra pawn, opponent can even sacrifice one minor piece for that. Because even if you have one extra piece and king, that extra piece, if it is just a bishop or a knight, cannot do checkmate on the opponent's king. That is the idea behind it. So you exchange everything. But if you don't exchange so many pawns, if there are more pawns, and finally, if you allow the opponent to make a queen, like, if there are more pawns, like 4 pawns versus 3, and then you are saying, okay, I will just exchange one piece for a pawn, then those extra pawns will help the opponent to create a queen. So that's why the first step is very important. You first exchange everything, all the pawns, and at the end, that extra pawn, you can take care of that extra pawn with one of the piece of yours. Okay, so that's why you have to keep exchanging the pawn if you have less pawns. Now here, what to do? King f5. You can't play g5. See, don't do that. If you are white, if you do that, you are helping the opponent. You are exchanging the pawns. Don't exchange. Now you have to use your pieces to get them free. These are the weaknesses. You have to make attack on them and try to get them free. Don't exchange. If you are exchanging them, you are helping them, because the problem is, you have extra, you can attack and you can get them free. But if you are not doing it, you are helping the opponent. Okay. King f7, e5. See, so how is he getting all the things at the right place? E5 now. He is going to play e6 afterwards. So rook b7. See, again a waiting move. Rook d6. White is also making a waiting move. He has a plan. What is the plan? He's just now giving threat like this pawn can go ahead afterwards, and maybe if he gets the chance, he can even give a sacrifice and exchange this rook, and then he has to go there, and then this king can come here and capture these two and then make the queen. That's the plan. So let's see. He doesn't want him to play this and then this. So he said, no, I'll play this one. King e7. So rook a6. Okay, he moved this again on this side. He made some, you can say, waiting move. Waiting moves. So this is a rook here, and again here, you can say it's a waiting move. Plus, he's just trying to confuse the opponent. Okay, he's just giving too many threats, which are difficult to think. And because of too many different threats, opponent sometimes can make a mistake because he make mistakes in calculations, and then you have a chance of him doing that. So let's see. After this, again rook d6. Again the same threat you can say, and here he played king f8, rook c6, king f7, and then a3. The just waiting game is going on. Both are waiting for each other, and here a3 is such a good move. Okay, it's not easy to understand, but because of this move, white has won and black has resigned. Now, how is it possible? What happened with this a3 move? It's looking like just a waiting move. But is it so? Let's see. Now, what can you do? See, it's like zugzwang now. Okay, what is zugzwang here? Let's see. Now, what can black do? Okay, black has to either play king f8 or he has to play king e7 or maybe rook e7. These are the moves, right? So we'll see one by one. Okay, what happened with these, or even a5 is there. So let's see that. After a3, now first we will play king f8. After king f8, what to do? You can play now a4. Okay, there is a variation a4. And then again king e8 or king e7 he can play, and then you can give this check. Okay, so once you play king e8, he can play either this or this. Now there are lots of threats. What is the threat in this? Let's see. So rook c8 check, king d7, rook g8 giving threat to this one. The king has to move somewhere. Where can you move? King c6. Okay, so this is giving support now. But then what to do? E6 is there now. And then the king c5. Okay, if you go king d6 to stop it, it's not going to help. Okay, what will happen? Let's see. Suppose this one to stop this pawn. But then the rook d8 is there. What is the idea? Suppose, yeah, he can play king c5, king c6, or king e7. Suppose he plays that. Then what to do? You give a sacrifice of this pawn. Rook d7. As I said before, this was a threat. See, rook d7, rook cross d7, and then pawn takes, and then king takes. And the moment when he goes there, now king g6, and both the pawns are just going. Okay, you cannot stop that. King e7, king cross g7, and then king e6, king cross h6, and this is clear winning now after that. Okay, so this is not good. King f8 is not working. If you go king e7, then what to do? Then again a4, again wait and watch, and then maybe king d7. Then what to do? Rook d6 check, king c8 or e7 again, and then you can play a5. Right. After a5, maybe, see, you cannot play here. If you play here, what is the problem? Again a6. So the king, the rook has to move, maybe rook c7, and then rook d8. He can't play rook b7 now. Maybe king e7. Then what to do? Then rook g8, give threat to this. King f7, and then rook b8 now. What is the threat? This rook b7 is a threat. So rook c6. Okay, you cannot allow him to do that. That's a problem, big problem. But still he has this check. And now it's totally winning for him, right? So this was the problem. Okay, so somehow he's going to win for sure. We have seen king f8, we have seen king e7. What else can he do? Maybe a5, we'll see. Okay, if he plays a5, then rook a6 now. Okay, attack this weakness. Rook b5, then this check. So the king has to move. King g8, a4 attack. Rook c5, king e6. The idea is simple. This king is now going d6, e7, e6, e7 is coming, and it's almost impossible to stop all these threats. Because after e6, he can play rook 8, and then the king has to go on this side, and then e7, e8. Nobody will stop it. Who will stop? So it's a big problem. Maybe rook c4 to attack, but then rook a8 check. King has to go on this side. King h7. King d5 attacking this. Can he capture it? What happens if he captures? Then e6 is there. Then rook g5 check. King d6. Rook g1. e7. Rook d1 check. King c7. And then rook c1 check. King b6. Maybe rook b1 check. King cross a5. Then he has to go here to stop it. But then he can just simply do this. And then you have to take it, and then it's easy win for white afterwards. So these are the variations, and that's why what happened after a3, black Emanuel Lasker, he understood what is happening here after a3, and he just resigned. Okay, so very good game.